First up from Burnin Spades, shout out y'all. Any updates on the cap and depth for Atlanta? I'll quickly take this one here, Chase. They're in a decent enough shape when it comes to the cap situation. The Falcons have been very quiet so far in free agency. They've made some moves to add money in the meantime, but they're still right about at the cap line, so I wouldn't expect a big move unless they do something else in the near future. From Levi Neal, what is the worst move the Falcons could make at number 4?
The worst move.
Worst move.
Drafting a middle linebacker.
Okay. I was going to go with drafting a running back in Najee Harris.
That's right up
We're
there.
on the same boat there. Don't invest in the non-valuable positions, right? So in a similar vein here, a question for you guys. Who do you not want your team to draft? What player are you desperately hoping your team does not take in round 1 of the NFL draft? Go on down to the comments and let us know. From Cy Gray, who is most likely to bust, Justin Fields or Trey Lance? What do you think?
I think it's all about where the player goes.
Yes,
and I think
good.
Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a sure thing. And outside of that, I'm not sure what's going to happen with these prospects. So I think it's Trevor Lawrence is a sure thing. Whoever goes to San Francisco and pairs up with Kyle Shanahan, I also think they end up having a long-term career. So depends on if Fields or Lance goes to San Francisco.
Yeah, in terms of just which player in general, ignoring the like fit, which absolutely matters the most, I'm going to go Trey Lance. That's partially why he's my quarterback 4. But if he hits, he's going to be so good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
From Burnin Spades, draft thoughts for the Falcons. Pitts in round 1, a cornerback in round 2, and a running back in round 3. Who to take? So I'll go first here, Tracy. I got a couple names. I don't know if he's there. Gamble on Caleb Farley if he is. I have no idea where he goes. If he's not there, shoot, you can talk me into Asante Samuel or Eric Stokes even at the top of round 2. In round 3, I don't think he's there. I would love Javonte Williams out of UNC. I'm going to have to take him in round 2, though. If not him, give me Michael Carter from North Carolina, his teammate, or Trey Sermon from Ohio State.
I think positionally, Burnin Spades is onto something here. I'll just add real quickly. If Atlanta can get Kyle Pitts, and if their plan is to have Matt Ryan as their starter for the next couple of seasons, get Kyle Pitts.
Now, if you want to be a part of our live NFL mailbags, then all you have to do is subscribe. We are live every Monday, every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to join us for these live mailbags and get your questions on the show, hit that big red button and join us. From Liam Carroll, who do you think will be the surprise guy that falls in the NFL draft?
Wouldn't be surprised if it's Caleb Farley because of the back, and I know you and I have talked about that. So if he falls and he's okay down the road, my goodness, a great value selection there for a guy who a lot of people believe is the number 1 corner.
I'll throw this in there. If one of those, if there are 4 quarterbacks in the top 8 or 5 quarterbacks, do the math. One of those playmaking receivers or offensive linemen is going to fall out of the top 12.
Yeah.
So kind of like what we saw last year with CeeDee Lamb being the surprise faller to 17, I think there could be something similar this year depending on where those quarterbacks end up going. All right, from Burnin Spades, outside of the top 5 quarterbacks, I assume you mean those 4 quarterbacks and then Mac Jones, who are the best late-round quarterbacks for Atlanta to take that could become quarterback 1 that fits Arthur Smith's scheme? Do you have any names that you like in particular here? I got a couple.
Everybody is obsessed with Kellen Mond. Maybe in the 2nd round or 3rd round, he falls to that point, or a guy like Kyle Trask. I think Dan Mullen has done great work with quarterbacks. Kyle Trask, the most recent of those. So I'd look at those 2 guys. Who do you got, Tom?
I'll throw in the name Davis Mills.
Okay.
It's not one that I love necessarily. I finished my eval of him, and to just be quite honest, I don't get the hype. I thought he was a little bit overvalued to an extent. So I'm fine if you want to take someone day 3 or day 4, but I think outside of those main guys, there's not really anybody that I'm truly in love with from that perspective. From Amateur Fanboy Podcast, if Niners take Mac Jones at 3, where does Justin Fields go?
Maybe Atlanta at number 4. I think the 49ers moving up kind of like affected Atlanta a little bit in terms of which quarterback that they want. I also am not ruling out the Panthers trying to trade up to draft a quarterback because they're a very aggressive organization now.
I agree, and I think maybe Patriots worst case at 15. which would be
Oh
do
my
not
gosh, how
let
about
New
that?
England get Justin Fields. Don't let it happen. We cannot allow that as an NFL universe or whatever.